Welcome to Sean Can't Cook, but John can. Sean and I have been actors for many years, but I assure you, this is no act. He really can't cook. I'm going to teach Sean and you at home how to feel more comfortable in the kitchen, preparing tasty recipes that even the most novice of cooks can create. I will show you step by step how to construct each dish so that when your friends come over, they'll ask, "How'd you learn how to make that?" If you already know how to cook, I hope you'll find a few recipes to add to your repertoire. Let's see what's on today's menu. Hello and welcome to Season 8, Episode 2 of Sean Can't Cook, but John Can.
I'm getting better.
He is. Back to the old adage. He is getting better. So, Episode 1, we made a drink as I'm
My God, will we get through this episode?
Oh my gosh. So, the Sticky Hoffman. Today we're going to make something that goes with your cocktail reception. Guacamole and chips. Now, we're not going to buy chips.
No.
We're going to make our chips. A friend of mine showed me this little trick, and it works really well. So, these are flour tortillas, about 5 inches across, 4 inches, 6 inches, something like that. We're going to cut these up. We're going to bake them in the oven. You can deep fry things like this, but it's a little bit healthier, a little bit. And we're going to spray them with avocado oil. You can use olive oil. Now, when you buy these canned oils with the spray, look for ones that don't have like 20. This has 2 ingredients. One is like a non-stick agent, soy lecithin, and the rest of it's avocado oil, which is probably 99 point whatever percentage of it.
Did you say soy
lecithin?
Lecithin?
Yes. It's a natural. It's organic actually, so it is natural.
Soy lecithin.
So, or you can just use olive oil in a can like this, but make sure it's not one of those non-stick sprays because those have chemicals and other. This is like avocado oil with a little bit of something to help keep it from sticking. So we're just going to cut these up, put them in a baking sheet, put them in the oven at 375, which I'm going to turn the oven on because I forgot to turn it on.
And it's on now, everyone.
It's on now. So let's get started. We're going to cut these into 6 wedges. This is a stack of 4.
Okay.
So we'll get 24 out of that.
Go for it.
So you want to cut them in half.
So cut it like a pizza?
Yeah, and these they're very soft, so they cut very easy. Now you could cut them into 8s, but that's going to be kind of small. So I'm going to cut them into 6s. So you want to cut it, figure out what the size of a chip would be. Cut one more, and then cut what's left in half. And there'll be different sizes, and that's okay. And then you want to lay them out on your baking sheet in one single layer. And sometimes oops, I didn't get through all of that one, my fault. Sometimes they'll break a little bit, and that's okay. How you doing over there? Are you making 8 or 6?
I don't know what I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You made 8, and that's fine. Yours will be a little smaller. You know me. I want it bigger so I can just get more of it in my mouth.
For the diet conscious.
So these are going to bake in the oven till they're golden brown. We'll show you what that looks like.
You've had many compliments on these chips.
I know. A coworker of ours
He really liked them.
asked, "Where did you buy these? Where did you get these?" And I said, "Oh, I made these." He said, "No." And I said, "Yes, I did." So he was impressed. So, I don't know if you have to shake this or not. I don't have my readers on. Well, it does say shake well. I see that now. So, you just want a thin layer of this. I'm going to do mine and you'll do yours.
I will.
And if you... Well, you got to watch out.
I asked if he had tried this already.
I just tried the oil. I've never used avocado oil. I've always used olive oil. So I wanted to try avocado oil. It's kind of going everywhere. But you just want the thinnest layer, and you only want to spray the one side. And we're not going to salt these until they come out of the oven. So make sure they get, a little bit on them. And if you get too much oil on here and you have to drain them, you can do that. So I did mine, and now you're going to do yours. Just be careful. This thing comes out at the top, so sort of aim it closer to the pan.
Like that?
Yeah. And just make sure that they all get covered. You're getting like a big blob of it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, just kind of like, you can just kind of spray around.
Like that?
Yeah, but make sure you're getting each one of them.
Ah, shoot. We can work on this off camera.
Why? No, they want to see this.
Well,
this is what they live for. You're doing it.
I'm having a problem with the can.
It's a little, I've never used this before.
It's very hard to...
Yes, but you're doing it. You're doing it. You're getting it covered.
Gosh, it has one setting.
Yeah, it comes out pretty fast.
Yeah.
So, we'll take a look at this. We're going to get these in the 375 oven once it heats up. And we'll come back and show you what those look like. And we're going to get some guacamole going also. The chips are baking in the oven. Let's start on the guacamole. Now you can buy guacamole and it's great.
Huh?
This is adaptable. You get to put what you want in it in whatever amounts you want, adaptable. So a lot of people put tomatoes in. You can do that. I'm not putting any in today, but you can chop up some tomatoes and put that in. Something I just started doing recently was cooking, caramelizing the onions and garlic. This is 2 cloves of garlic that I ran through a garlic press, and about 2 tablespoons of onions that I cooked in a little bit of olive oil, and just let them caramelize until they're done. And I kind of like it. It gives a little bit, you're not eating raw garlic and onion. If you don't want to do this, it's fine. I've done that for years, just made it with garlic and onion raw, but I kind of like cooking it. It gives it a little bit.
Smells amazing.
Yeah, it really does. It gives it a little bit. Pepper, if you want. Salt, yes. Some lime juice we're going to put in. And I'm not going to give you a lot of measurements with this because it's adaptable. The avocados can be larger or smaller, so you just don't know. So his father has a lovely neighbor with a lovely avocado tree, and he gives us these avocados. These are on the verge of being like done with. He gives us so many we can only eat these so fast. So we cut them open, and they look really good. So we're going to use these. Let's see what this looks like. So
sure.
This is just a butter knife because these are very soft. You just want to run it around, open it up. We'll see if these look okay. This one's
all right.
It's okay.
That's all right.
They can have a little bit of brown in them, and that's okay. If they're really rotten, you want to get rid of them. I used to take a knife and whack the seed and pull it out, and it's not really good for the knife. So these are so soft that a spoon or your finger, just dig your finger in there.
Came right apart.
Oh, that one's not very good. It's got a lot of brown.
Yeah, we can pick around it.
Yeah, or we get another one out. So you want to use, this is for about 4 avocados, to 4 to 6, let's say. See, that just digs right out.
We're putting the, I know, but we're putting the stuff in here.
Yes. So I just run my spoon around.
He just points and yeah, I know what that means.
He knows what it means. He speaks John. So you just want to run around and make sure you don't get any of the skin in there. And these are really soft. These are ready for guacamole. So we're just going to put all that junk in our junk bowl. So again, you just want to get these ready. So we'll be right back once we get these in the bowl and show you what's next. So this is about 4 to 5 avocado. We worked on 5, so it's probably like 4.5 avocados. So I'm going to put in the onions and garlic that I have pre-cooked, as we talked about. Again, you can add more or less if you want. You can put tomatoes in if you want. Adaptable cooking.
Smells amazing.
So, I use a pastry blender to mix this up. If you want to use a food processor, you could. It would really make it smooth.
So what's this thing called?
Pastry blender.
A pastry blender.
Yeah. Did we use this for something?
Yeah, I didn't know how to name.
Yeah, it's a pastry blender because you're making pastry out of it.
Look what I learned today.
At the time, we only had, it's not very sharp, we had one. I wouldn't do that to you. We only had one and we were sharing it, remember?
Yeah, no, I know.
I now bought another one.
Oh my gosh, there's 2.
Heavier duty one. So, it's kind of hard to tell you how much salt and pepper and lime juice because it's to taste.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just going to put in a couple of little, this is white pepper, a couple of little shakes of that. I'm just going to cover this in a little bit of salt. We're going to taste it afterwards. It's actually probably not enough because this really some salt. I'd say maybe a quarter of a teaspoon to start. Maybe, let's say, a teaspoon of lime juice. And we're going to taste this.
Doesn't the lime keep it from aging as well?
Yes, that will definitely keep it from aging. If it sits in the refrigerator for a while, you'll see it starting turning brown. Oh my gosh, those drinks. It'll start to turn brown.
I'll do the talking from here on out.
Please do. I'm a lightweight now. It will keep it from turning brown.
Right.
Even if it does, it might turn a little bit on the top, and that's okay. It's still
last
edible.
time, the test when we did it held.
Yeah, it did for a few days.
Yeah.
So this is what you want to do. I just use this to
Put that back
smash
in there.
out. Oh yes, the onions and
Let
garlic.
that little guy escape.
So this is what I'm doing, and you have to move it around and do that, and then you're going to do something.
Oh, great.
Because you're learning how to cook.
Sean can't cook.
So you have to be gentle with it. Just
I'm
get
not.
in there
I'm being
and just
strategic.
Smash it up. Again, you can decide how smooth you want this or chunky. I kind of like it in between. I like it to have some smoothness, but I also like some of the chunks of the avocado. So as I see, let's pick this up. It gets cut up in here, so you can.
It gets caught in the pastry blender.
Duh, now that you know what it is.
That's the pastry blender.
It is. Thank you for telling me. So you can do that, and then sometimes I just take the spoon.
I can do spoon.
Oh, well, I'm just doing this. We're going to go back to the pastry
Oh.
because see, there's still some big chunks in there. Bang, 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 bang. So back you go.
I think this has been pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I think you're having too much fun. I'm going to stop the fun. Stop the fun. I'm going to stop the fun with this because the fun is really in eating it. So,
Great.
What do you think of that?
I think it's great.
Okay. You can see it. There's still, a few chunks
I like
in
it
there.
a little chunky.
And I'm making sure that I'm getting the onions and garlic blended in there so that not everybody, one person doesn't get all the onion and garlic.
We don't want that to happen.
We all want to share it. So we're going to use our tasting spoons.
Tasting spoons.
To try it.
Nice.
And see what we
great.
think of this. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm waiting for your opinion first.
I'm fine with that.
I think it needs a touch more salt. And maybe it's just a touch more lime juice. Just a touch.
I'm always low on the lime, so you
All right,
do what
I'm just going to put a little
do what you think is right.
more. Again, it's just you can't measure this stuff. That's maybe another half teaspoon. And, ooh, that came out a little fast. And, again, the extra lime juice will only keep this looking better, longer in the refrigerator. So, I can smell the chips cooking in the oven.
Yeah, the chips smell
good.
amazing.
All right, let's have a second taste. Again, we're not cross-contaminating.
Oh, heavens.
Well, I know it's just the two of us, but if we're having a cocktail party. Oh, I got a whole bunch. I think it's good.
I think it's good. I would have actually personally not put all the lime in.
Again, adaptable cooking. Yeah. So, we're going to get the chips out of the oven, get the guacamole ready. I actually also like this, by the way, before we get to that. Mm-hmm. I like it chilled. I think it's better when you chill it in a couple of hours. It just brings out the flavors more. I think I like it cold. So, we're going to get this ready to go, and we'll come back and have a taste. The chips are out of the oven. They were in a couple minutes too long, but that's okay.
Doesn't matter. They still smell great.
They're still crispy. This was about 18 minutes, so watch them after about 12, 15 minutes. So I like to use my fingers rather than a salt shaker, and this is a finishing salt that a friend of ours gave us, so we're just going to sprinkle a little.
What is a finishing salt?
It's a fancy salt. Mine is, she gave us a set of these. There's like 6 of them. This is Himalayan pink salt. You have New Zealand sea salt. So you just want to sprinkle a little on these and let them cool. Although, you know what? We can have one while they're warm. I'm going to use this broken one. So good. so good. So, you want to try one?
Yeah, are we gonna...
On camera. And then we're going to get together and have a little taste of everything together.
I didn't know what was going on.
I know, I'm on the fly today.
Yeah, okay. Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
But I can have another one.
Oh, wow.
They're really good.
Yeah. There's nothing like having them like
Freshly made.
freshly made.
I mean, they really are good. And
Yeah.
you saw how easy it was. It really didn't take long. Just watch them in the oven. We were so involved with the guacamole, we forgot to check.
We're so excited about the guacamole.
So, exactly. So, we'll come back and have a taste of the guac and the chips together.
Oh my god, they're so good.
In one moment. Guacamole and chips, all made from scratch.
So great.
Yeah, so let's dig in and have some of each.
That crunch was great.
This is my lunch.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to have a second one.
So good.
So good. Well, I didn't mention before, I used yellow corn tortillas. You can use white corn tortillas. Either one, they're pretty much the same. Your preference, adaptable. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe below. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Sean Can Cook, John Can. We love comments. We love subscribers. So please join us as we continue our journey through cooking and enjoy our little cocktail hour. So time for another chip and dip.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. See you next time.